Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics. I'm now joined by one of the stars of this year's Navy men's lacrosse team, Mac Haley. Mac, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Mac, for someone who grew up playing lax at St. John's, I have to ask, were you tuned into the chase this weekend? I mean, you go to high school not far from where the Caps play. I don't know if hockey's your thing, but I figured I'd throw that one out there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge hockey guy, but I definitely knew what was going on. We got to go to a Caps game earlier this year as a team, so we've kind of been tracking what's been going on. So it was definitely cool to see history get made. It was pretty awesome.
What for you made you gravitate towards lacrosse growing up?
Uh, a big thing I'd say is family. My older brother played at Georgetown. I had a bunch of older cousins on my dad's side that played all over the country. Cousin played at Denver, Princeton, Notre Dame. So it was kind of just a family thing, honestly, and just wanted to be like my older brother and cousins.
Yeah, TJ obviously racked up the accolades, all Big East here with the Hoyas. What was it about growing up with him that really pushed you to not just play lacrosse, but excel and do it at a high level?
Yeah, definitely being a little brother where your older brother's kind of he was always good from the time he was like 6 years old. So definitely always chasing him and you just you always want to be like your older brother. So when he was good at lacrosse, it made me want to practice and get better for sure.
Coach Joe Amplo, when talking about you, says you almost go about your lacrosse game like it's a job. You're very businesslike. How do you think that structure allows you to excel at a high level?
I think it helps a lot because especially this year, I've with Coach Kenny, our new offensive coordinator, I've definitely dove in more with personal stuff with him, like extra work, stuff like that. And I think just all that extra work and film and stuff it gives you more confidence when it comes time to play. And I think it's definitely helped me a lot.
You also don't make up words. I think I just said Excel in my last question. We're gonna forget about that. But Mac, what has enabled your strong start again this year and allowed you guys to put up some pretty good numbers?
I think a big part of it is just guys playing with confidence. I think our coaches have made that a pretty big theme this year. We gotta if we're gonna play good, if we're gonna win big games, we have to play freed up. And I think all of our best games this year have been when we go into the game and we're not worried about making mistakes. We just go out there and have fun. And if we can keep that rolling, like last weekend we did, and I think if we keep that rolling the rest of the season, we'll be pretty successful.
How difficult is it to keep that mindset knowing what's at stake this weekend against Army?
It's tough. I mean, they're obviously a really good team. They've had an amazing year, but I think it's also you can look at it like that, like they're a great team, and it's going to be a tough game. Or what we're trying to look at it is that they're the favorite, we're the underdog, and we really have nothing to lose. So we're just going to go out there and try to have fun.
Is there anything you can apply from your first two meetings with the Black Knights that you hope helps you guys this weekend?
Yeah, I think just settling in. I think the past two times we've played them, it's hectic right away off the bat. And I don't know if you're going to be able to get away from that, just the way the game is. There's so many people there. It's a huge rivalry. But I think if we can settle in early and just calm down and limit the turnovers, I think that'll help us get a good start going and keep it rolling throughout the game.
Your offense has gotten such an injection of life from the freshmen, mainly Will Goers, Jack Ponzio. How fun has it been playing with those guys and watching them really grow up each and every game?
It's been awesome. I mean, they've really helped us a lot. It's pretty amazing to see the way they play with so much confidence as freshmen. They go out there. Both of them are getting attention from some of the best teams, best players in the country, and week in, week out, they've just performed, and it's been awesome to see, and it makes it a lot of fun on the field to play off those guys.
You've been in touch with the lacrosse landscape for a long time, and I'm sure you keep an eye on what's going on around the rest of the sport. Every weekend, it seems like a new top five team is falling. How much confidence does that give you guys as you look ahead towards the postseason?
It definitely gives us a lot of confidence just knowing that any team can win on any given day. I mean, we know that earlier this year, the weekend we played, I think it was 2 weeks ago, maybe three, we played Holy Cross. That was an OT game. There was like seven other OT games throughout the country, teams getting knocked off, unranked teams beating top 10 teams. And I think it just goes to show there's so much talent spread around the country that it really anything can happen on any day, and it definitely gives you confidence going into a big game like this.
What are your emotions like whenever you take on Army?
It's pretty surreal, honestly. I think you realize that you're playing for something bigger than yourself. It's all the alumni that have played before you. Like it's just a huge game, and I think it makes you realize it's more than just lacrosse. It's kind of like a brotherhood that it's a pretty great feeling once you're on the field. It's more of a battle than a lacrosse game, and then it's probably the most fun you have playing lacrosse in your life.
Any message that you've thought about giving to the guys in the locker room, knowing the juice and the environment that's going to be on hand when you guys take on the Black Knights?
I think a big thing is just for us to just remember that it is at the end of the day, it's just lacrosse. We've all been playing it for 15 years, and it's easy, a big game. There's going to be 10,000 people there. They're a top five team. It's a huge rivalry. I think we just got to remember that it's just lacrosse. We're all pretty good at it. We've been doing it our whole lives, and we just got to go out there and have fun, and everything else will work itself out.
Where for you have you seen the most growth in your game in your junior year?
I think seeing the field and playing with more poise and being more calm. I think my first 2 years I was always a little frantic and rushed going to the goal. It was either I score or turn the ball over. I think this year I've realized that not every dodge is the end all be all. You can go to the goal, find an open guy, and just being able to read the field and read the situation. I think I've definitely grown there this season.
Awesome. Last question I have for you, Mac. How far can this Navy midshipman men's lacrosse program go?
I think as far as we want it to. I mean, the Patriot League is it's up in the air every year. There's so many good teams. I think any team could win, really. And if you're the team that wins after that, we know in the NCAA tournament anything can happen. So I think it's just however far we want it to go. If we really put in the work, we can make it happen.
Awesome, Mac. Best of luck this weekend. Go beat Army. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have a great day.